When we think of WWE, we often remember the rivalries, the chaos, and the unforgettable matches. But sometimes, it's the quiet, human moments that hit us the hardest. The times when superstars showed kindness, respect, or vulnerability. Today, we're reliving some of the most wholesome WWE moments ever caught on camera. Cody Rhodes' WrestleMania dream. At WrestleMania 40, Cody Rhodes finally did what many thought was impossible. He defeated Roman Reigns to capture the Universal Championship. The emotion on his face said it all, but what made this moment unforgettable was what followed. His family rushed into the ring, and the locker room poured out to celebrate with him. It wasn't just a victory, it was the fulfillment of a dream, a reminder that perseverance and legacy matter more than anything. Eddie Guerrero's emotional call. Years earlier, at No Way Out 2004, Eddie Guerrero gave us another emotional milestone by defeating Brock Lesnar for his first WWE Championship. The crowd erupted, but the real moment happened backstage. With tears in his eyes, Eddie called his wife, thanking her for standing by him through his darkest battles with addiction. That victory wasn't just for Eddie. It was for his family, his fans, and for redemption itself. Big Show's standing ovation. Another legendary figure who got his flowers late in his career was Big Show. For years, fans had booed him and even chanted for him to retire. But in 2017, during a match against Braun Strowman, Big Show delivered one of the most jaw-dropping sights in WWE history, a superplex that collapsed the ring. At 47 years old, he didn't have to take that risk, but he did it because he loved wrestling. This time, instead of boos, the fans stood on their feet and gave him the ovation he had always deserved. The Undertaker's moment of doubt. Even the Phenom had his struggles. At WrestleMania 30, after Brock Lesnar ended his legendary streak, The Undertaker was hospitalized with a severe concussion. He couldn't remember his name until the following day. By WrestleMania 31, he was nervous and doubting himself backstage, until Triple H pulled him aside and reminded him.
Show them who the you are. Yeah. Last year.
Randy Orton reassures Shane's son. Sometimes it's the small gestures that leave the biggest mark. At Survivor Series 2016, Shane McMahon took a brutal spear from Roman Reigns and was knocked unconscious. As doctors checked on him, his young son looked terrified at ringside. That's when Randy Orton broke character, left the chaos behind, and quietly reassured Shane's boy that his dad would be okay. A simple act of kindness that fans never forgot. In a similar moment, after his WrestleMania 38 clash with AJ Styles, Edge went backstage and noticed AJ's daughter was upset about the match. As a father himself, Edge reintroduced himself and gently told her that everything was okay between him and her dad. For all his years as the rated R superstar, this was Edge at his most human. Triple H makes a fan's dream come true. Not every wholesome moment happens between wrestlers. At Money in the Bank 2024, Triple H noticed a young fan named Chelsea in the crowd. Instead of just waving, he brought her onto the stage. Overwhelmed with joy, Chelsea stood beside the game and even got a hug from Michael Cole, sending the arena into a frenzy. Her smile said it all. This was a memory for life. Sasha Banks, comforted by Stone Cold. Even the strongest superstars need reassurance. After her WrestleMania 32 triple threat, Sasha Banks broke down backstage, believing she hadn't lived up to expectations. That's when Stone Cold Steve Austin walked over and reminded her that she was special, that she belonged. To see a legend of the past uplifting the future was a moment fans still talk about. Becky Lynch's announcement. In 2020, Becky Lynch stunned the WWE Universe when she revealed she was stepping away, not because of injury, but because she was going to be a mother. Handing the Women's Championship to Asuka, Becky's words were simple. "You go be a warrior, because I'm going to go be a mother. Asuka's reaction, jumping around, crying, hugging Becky, was as pure as it gets. John Cena's emotional side. John Cena has given us many heartwarming moments, but two stand above the rest. The first came in Boston in 2011, when he revealed his youngest brother was battling cancer. Cena broke character, telling the fans how much their support meant and how proud he was of his brother's fight. The second came years later at Money in the Bank 2024, when Cena shocked the world by announcing his retirement. With tears in his eyes, he thanked the fans, as chants of "Thank you, Cena" echoed through the arena. CM Punk's wholesome moments. CM Punk also gave us multiple heart-tuggers. In early 2024, Punk surprised injured NXT star Cora Jade at a smoothie shop. Jade, a lifelong fan, was speechless as her hero encouraged her to keep pushing through recovery. Months later, Punk gave fans goosebumps again, this time on SmackDown, when he reunited with Paul Heyman after more than a decade. Their embrace reminded the world of one of WWE's greatest partnerships. Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels bury the hatchet. And finally, perhaps the most famous act of forgiveness. For 13 years, the Montreal Screwjob hung over WWE like a dark cloud. Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels didn't speak for over a decade. But in 2010, Bret returned, stood in the ring with Shawn, and offered his hand. To the shock of millions, Shawn accepted. The two bitter rivals embraced, proving that even the deepest wounds can heal. These moments show that WWE isn't just about championships or rivalries. It's about humanity, respect, and love. From fathers comforting children to legends passing the torch to bitter enemies becoming friends again, these are the moments that remind us why wrestling is special. Which of these touched your heart the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible WWE stories.